Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing an in-depth video of my truck. I'll show some of the things that are wrong with it and give some of the specs that I know and just show you the overall condition of it. Up front, it's in pretty good shape. The headlights are going to need restored because they're pretty well fogged over. Everything else is in really good shape. The bumper's very shiny, as you can see, and the emblem's still all there. And all of this trim's still in pretty good shape. On this left fender, there's just little scratches and marks from rocks flying up while driving. And up under this mirror, there's a little dent. And this door handle is going to need repainted from all the wear and tear on it, which shouldn't be a huge deal. And this cab corner is pretty well gone from about halfway down, which doesn't matter a whole lot because when you're looking up at the truck you can't really see it. It does have brand new tires on it, Peerless all-terrains, and these rims are corroded. Up here on the windshield wiper arms there's a lot of paint missing, which really isn't a huge deal. And the wipers are probably going to need replaced. This side of the bed's in really good shape. The gas cap locks on tight and the holder's still fine. I'm going to be getting some bed rail caps for this truck because I think it'll look better, and plus if you can see all those scratches, it'll cover those up and prevent more from happening. Alright. The back is in really good shape. All the emblems are still really nice, and the bumper's still really shiny. It does have a 10,000-pound hitch on it. And yeah, the tailgate still opens really easily. And it shuts very easily and locks up pretty tight. And the taillights are going to need restored too because they're pretty fogged over. This side's in really good shape. Not a whole lot to tell about, but there are a few little dings in this from rocks and stuff flying up. This door's in really good shape except for this handle's a little loose. It has some vertical movement in it. And this fender's in pretty good shape besides the typical little chips and all that. Alright, I guess I'll go ahead and show you the interior. This door panel's in pretty good shape. The only thing really wrong with it is that this light cover fell off, so I'll have to glue that back on. The truck does have power door locks and power windows that work if I had the truck running. It does have a decent sized stain on the carpet. I'm guessing somebody spilled a drink there or something. And there's a little rust mark from, I guess, moisture getting on that bolt. It has power lumbar on the seat and everything else is manual. This seat's in pretty good shape. There's just a couple little marks here and there, but I don't think a whole lot of people have ridden in it. And then you have some behind the seat storage. On this side, all you have is this back pocket, and then underneath the seat, because you have your jack there. And I also have these chrome GMC license plate covers for when I get my permanent plate. The truck still has the original book with it, and there's our temporary registration. And since this doesn't have the optional passenger airbag, it just has cup holders. And I still can't figure out what this is off of. And now I'll go over to the other side and show you the rest of the stuff. I guess the first thing that I'll go over right now is everything that's wrong with the interior. This light doesn't work, and there's a hole punched in that. The brake pedal, it's probably hard to see, but it's got some pressure on the brakes right now. But when I'm driving, I can almost put my foot to the floor when I'm trying to stop. So I'm thinking there's either a lot of air in the lines, or I'm going to need a new brake master cylinder. The AC does need a recharge, and I think it's leaking. And the radio works, but all of these little buttons have crumbled and broke. There's a few pieces down here. They sort of fit in there. Okay. And there's a piece missing down here for the parking brake release. Which it still works if you just pull on that. Alright, now I'll just go ahead and give the full tour of it. This panel is not really in that bad a shape for being the driver's side one. Again, it's got an auto driver's side window, and then the passenger, and it's got power mirrors. Does have tilt steering, and it has 156,061 miles. I think it had around 156 and 56 miles last time. And this truck does have daytime running lights, but once the sensor senses that it's night out, I do have to turn on the headlights manually, which really isn't a big deal. The CD player works, the radio works. There's not really any more stains on the carpet that I can find. Oh, and this cup holder is kind of cool. It's got a secondary one that comes out of the side for the passenger. And then it does have a two-way directional air vent. This one stays stationary most of the time, but if you want to have all the air on you, and then if your passenger in the center still wants air, then you can just leave it like that. There's actually a lot more storage on this side. There's a pretty decent amount under the seat, and then behind the seat you have this pocket just like the other one, and there's just a rusty hitch pin in there right now. And then you have this, I think it's about 5 inches deep and about 3 foot long, this tray for carrying things. You do have a center armrest with a flip out riding pad, and then it opens up and you have some more storage for CDs or whatever. Okay, I think that's about it for the interior. So I already went ahead and popped the hood, and I'll show you underneath. Now, since this last video, I did have to get the starter replaced, because when the guy sold it to us, he said it was just a dead battery, and luckily jumping it started it, so I guess that was good on his end. But the battery's fine, all the lights are as bright as can be, and it starts fine. It is a 5-liter small block Vortec engine that puts out about 220 horsepower and 290 foot-pounds of torque. It has a storage box that you can hold up to 20 pounds in, which I've never really seen before. And this engine's just in very, very clean shape. It was armor-alled pretty heavily before we bought it. And it does have this cool little work light that stretches all the way around to the back of the truck, so if you're caught at night working on it, then you have light. And I'll actually go ahead and use that to show you the new starter. This cord pulls out pretty long. Okay, I'll go ahead and turn it on. And this is how far that it'll reach around the truck. It reaches all the way past the back of it, so that if you're caught at night working on something, then you have plenty of light to work underneath. Alright, now I'll go ahead and crawl under and show you that new starter. We just picked one up at CarQuest in town for 83 bucks. Okay, hopefully you can see it up there. There it is. It only took about half an hour to put in and lots of cussing. You have the catalytic converter, and I think there's 3 oxygen sensors on this thing, so I guess just more to replace when they go out. It does have the stock catback exhaust system on it. All these pipes look in very good shape. I think this pipe was replaced at one point. And the muffler looks pretty new too. Eventually I'm probably going to be cutting this out and putting in a thrush welded muffler. The underneath is actually in pretty good shape. There's just surface rust. And on the other side I won't be able to show it to you, but it has had some brake line repairs, so I'll have to check and make sure it's not leaking right there, because like I mentioned, my brake pedal is not the best. So that'll be another project. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and please comment and subscribe, and just let me know if you guys want to see any more videos of this truck or you have any questions. I'll try to answer them. And once I get this truck, not like it's pretty hot. Once I get this truck insured, there you go, I'll be driving it around a lot and hopefully make a couple more videos. Alright, so thanks for watching, and have a nice day.